Hey everybody, we're about to get started here. I imagine I should do a audio check and make sure everybody can hear me. If somebody in the chat can give us a thumbs up if you can hear me, that'd be awesome. Got the thumbs up. All right, great. Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. We're here to maximize your experience at the Simpleview Summit. My name's Luke Johnson. I'm a senior account manager here at Simpleview. Hopefully everybody on the call knows what account managers do, but we are essentially in charge of knowing a little bit about a whole bunch of topics, all the different services and things that we offer here at Simpleview. Everybody hopefully knows who their account manager is, has an account manager, but we realize there might be a couple new people, new clients that are on this webinar, and if that's the case, I'm confident that your account manager tried to reach out to you, so feel free to just reach back out. But excited to talk to you guys today about the summit. So about this session, this is a one-way audio. You guys, if you're talking, I can't hear you right now. So make sure that you use the questions area, which is highlighted there in your GoToMeeting little portal. We'll talk for about 40 minutes. It might not end up being that long. There'll definitely be time at the end for Q&A. So just make sure you submit your questions via that box on the right. And if there's any questions we can't get to in time, then we will respond to them via email, or we'll throw them up on the user forum and respond there. So here are the topics we're going to cover. What is the Simpleview Summit? Why attend? App and tools available, navigating the schedule, how to prepare, and then we'll cover questions and answers at the end. So let's dive into it. The Simpleview Summit is a user conference. It's built all around the DMO industry. It's got best practices for Simpleview's products and services, updates to Simpleview products and services, things like that. All of our different departments and all of our offerings are covered, which you can see over here on the right. CRM, which obviously covers our database management tool, CMS, or our content management system, which covers the hosting and the management of our websites. Web design and creative and the services that go on there, SEM or digital marketing, as we've recently renamed it, a whole lot of products and services there. Creative, mobile, we've recently moved into selling mobile apps and being experts there, so we'd like to talk to you more about that. Email marketing, revenue generation, these are all topics and tracks that will be covered during the summit. Obviously, it's a tourism conference. We don't just talk about our offerings and our products. Our goal is to provide information on the latest trends in tourism, in the DMO space, online marketing, anything, everything that we're hoping that you can take away, come into Tucson and take back with you to your DMO and make the most of everything we have to offer. As you can see here, we've got people that will be coming in from all over the country, including Alaska. So we're excited to see everybody. Why attend the summit? A lot of reasons here. Dive into new and upcoming products and services. This is a time of year that we're always excited to talk about some of the new offerings and items that we might have available for you guys to talk to us about. Pick the Simpleview team's brains. Obviously, our almost entire staff will be there in person, and we talk to everybody on the phone as often as we can, but this is one of the times that we get to see everybody in person and just get to hang out, which is great. Network with fellow users. We obviously realize that you can learn as much from each other, as hopefully as you can from us, if not more. So networking with your fellow users, asking them about similar items or questions that you guys might have in your different areas. Learning more about upcoming trends. This is something that we definitely plan to cover a lot. There's been a lot of changes in the online space and the DMO space recently, and we plan to talk through those things. Reestablish or refresh basic foundations. We do find that this can be a great time to kind of hit the reset button and say, hey, maybe I've been looking at how I'm doing this. I'm used to doing a process in a certain way, and if maybe I just take a step back to ground zero, I can have some new efficiency that I hadn't thought of and apply there. And obviously, enjoy the sunshine. We shamelessly plug that the summit is here in Tucson, Arizona, where it's currently 81 degrees and should be down to about 75 degrees, hopefully, by the time things start. Yes, we're actually hoping it gets cooler, but that'll probably be warmer for most of you East Coast or Midwest team members. So let's start talking about some of the tools that are available. In case you missed the email yesterday, we have a mobile app. The Summit app is available on Android and iOS. Just search for Simpleview Summit in your app store of choice, and you should be able to find it really easily. I did that yesterday and found it no problem. We're going to cover a bunch of the features that it has, but it's going to have all kinds of great stuff just in your pocket about schedule and sessions, shuttle times, exhibitor info, more stuff like that. So we definitely recommend downloading this app and having it on you both before and during the summit. So there's lots of ways to browse through the app itself. We've got the schedule by day, which breaks down the full schedule, obviously day by day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sessions by track, so you can browse sessions based on the 4 primary tracks if you want to look at things organized in that way. Networking events talks about all the different, as you might guess, networking options that are included in the summit. These are the private and the paid events, as well as all the different networking functions that are going to be there. And then shuttle times, we know that people are going to be trying to get around from either the Marriott out to some of their activities, or from Casino del Sol to the Marriott, or downtown back and forth. The shuttle times will be included here to make sure you guys can jump on and get around Tucson however you need to. One of the coolest features of the app is being able to add things to your sessions and being able to set reminders and take advantage of some of the inherent tools that an app has. So if you would like to receive a notification on your mobile device, just go to that session, click the reminder button to save the event to your calendar. So you can sync this up with your calendar. You can have all of your apps notify you, when the session you want to go to is 10 minutes away. You can also add things to your sessions. These essentially will act as favorites. And once these are added, you can click on the My Sessions tab at the bottom to see all the items that you've added to your favorites. This is a great way to have all your sessions in one spot. It is important to note that you do need to do both, add it to your session and add a reminder. Hopefully you guys can take advantage of that. There might be a few that you want to save to your sessions that you don't necessarily need to put in your calendar, so you can sort of pick and choose which ones go where. There are some additional app features. Obviously, we could talk about this just about all day, but we'd really like for everyone to go and download the app and start checking it out. There's going to be all kinds of social information. Our hashtag this year will be SV Summit 17, and that social tab is going to be right there at the bottom of the app. We've already got our Snapple integration all set up in that area, so we encourage you guys to start posting there and seeing your posts appear in that area. Of course, if you have any questions, you can email Nate, who's here helping me, and Casimiro at simpleviewinc.com, and we'll be able to help you out with any questions you might have. We do, of course, have other tools in terms of keeping yourself organized. The Summit website is still there, just like it has been in previous years. It's at simpleviewsummit.com. Hopefully you guys have all already used that to get registered and download some information already. The schedule is obviously still up there as well. It's one of the primary nav items, so you can just go straight to it at simpleviewsummit.com/schedule. There's different tabs for each day. You can sort sessions by category, just like we saw in the app. You can even sort by subcategory. So if you want to pull this up on your computer, or if you just like using the website, you can always do that, and you'll notice that we do have all of those subcategories underneath the main categories. So if you want to get as specific as CRM Extranet 4.0 sessions or digital marketing PPC sessions, you can get that specific on the website. Next up, just another tools that are available on the Summit website. We've got roundtable descriptions in the layout, the speaker page and bios, information on dining around, and the restaurant guide for people that want to go out for dinner on any of the nights that we have kind of as open free nights. And the attendee list is there, so in case you want to start seeing which are your friends from previous years or which are some of the other DMOs you want to talk to, check that out, and you can have all that information available. The client portal is obviously a great place to get some information about the Summit as well. The Summit presentations are going to be available at the client portal both during and after the Summit. And hopefully everybody who's attended previous years remembers how to do this, but for all you first timers, just get logged into the portal at simpleviewinc.com, log in the top right. If you've forgotten your password, you haven't logged in a while, there is a forgot password tool in there. We recommend using that to try to, if you're having login problems, and if not, reach out to your account manager or to anybody here. But then click on the Educate tab and then the Document Library, and we'll have everything sorted under the Summit 2017 category. So you can see all the different presentations will be there. Previous year's presentations are also there in case you want to look back at anything else there. In terms of navigating the schedules, we did want to talk about training versus roundtables. There's going to be tons of sessions that are going to run concurrently at the Summit, and it's totally up to you what structure and what sessions you want to go to. So let's talk a little bit about the kind of sessions and which ones are going to be right for you. The training sessions are, always again running concurrently. There's tons of them that run throughout the Summit. They're kind of meant to be a standard learning sessions, kind of a lecture style, at least the beginning presentation. They typically run about 45 minutes, and they're led by our staff or our guest speakers, and they finish with Q&A at the end. The skill levels vary, but the goal is obviously to hopefully listen and learn. Each session will have some information on what it's all about, so hopefully that gets you started. And the longer sessions have a larger audience, and we go into greater detail. So those are our training sessions. The roundtables are meant to be kind of smaller, more intimate sessions. They're short, they're 15 to 20-minute sessions. You can pick and choose 3 topics within a roundtable session. It's a small audience for each table, and this is meant to be more for attendees that are new to or interested in this topic. Keep in mind that it's not meant to be a full comprehensive look at something. It's really just meant to kind of allow you to dive in, but it does allow for some more one-on-one interaction, so a lot more Q&A even as the presentation is going on. Like it says here, keep in mind that these rooms can be loud. It's definitely kind of the beehives in the Summit is this roundtable room. So not necessarily for quiet learners, but we find that it really gets a lot of positive feedback from everybody that attends. So let's start talking about the schedule, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and how everything's going to run on those different days. Sunday is pretty simple. We've got your pre-scheduled team meetings throughout the day, so hopefully you've heard from your account manager and you've got these meetings set up. You might have had some of these meetings set up on Monday, but these meetings can run anytime throughout the week, but we do reserve Sunday for those. And then golf at the JW Marriott is one of the kind of pre-conference activities set up for Sunday, so a pretty open day. Move on to Monday. This is where we have pre-conference trainings and activities in the morning and the afternoon. So we can see kind of the flow over here on the right. The user group meeting is invite only, and it is in the afternoon. So you should already know if you're invited to that and if you're planning on attending. But for everybody else, this is when, again, all day will probably be used for the pre-scheduled team meetings. I know myself, I have meetings running from about 8:30 up through 6 p.m. With my clients. So this is a pretty popular day to get those meetings scheduled, assuming you've arrived by then. The newcomers reception is at 5 p.m., and so this is a chance for you first-timers to get kind of the lay of the land and have some of the veterans teach you about that. And then the opening reception is for everybody, and that's at 6 p.m., and that's where we'll have food and drinks and get the conference officially started. Tuesday is the first day with sessions and all the different breakouts and different kinds of things you can go to. So if you look at the top, you can kind of see how things flow from moment to moment. But obviously, we start out with breakfast. We move into the opening session, which will be Simple New, which is meant to be for everyone. And then we have breakout options. So roundtables or trainings. This is the first round of those, where you get to choose what you want to go to. We then move on to lunch. The keynote featuring David Rendell is, again, for everybody right after lunch. We then have another roundtable or training session. That'll be round 2 of that. And we move on to the executive panel for booking solutions, the keynote with Scott Stratton. Those are both, again, meant for all. And then Monday night is the open evening when we encourage you guys to dine around Tucson and go explore for yourselves. Moving on to Wednesday, this is, again, a similar day to Tuesday, kind of meant to be the primary area where we have all of our different sessions and learning opportunities, starting out with breakfast and then moving into the keynote with Jeff Corwin, which happens right after breakfast, and again, that's meant for all. That'll be in the big room. We then have a ton of roundtable training options, so that's when we have roundtables and trainings round 1 and round 2 back to back. You can see at the top there that there are different options and sessions, so the CRM roundtables, for example, are in the first session, whereas the web roundtables are in the second. So there's different options for you to kind of mix and match as you might like. We then move on to lunch, and then we have the roundtables and trainings round 4 and round 5 after lunch. and then we will have the summit closing party after some free time. And the closing party will be on the grounds at the JW Marriott this year. So we're really excited to have everybody out for that. So how to prepare for the summit. Know where to find the resources that we've talked about today. We recommend downloading that app as soon as you have the time. Obviously keeping Simpleview Summit bookmarked. That website is responsive, so it'll work great on your desktop, your tablet, or your phone. But again, we're going to be encouraging you to use the app. We're going to have all kinds of great features built into that tool. Test out the schedule filter and pick out the sessions that you want to go to. So make sure that you've got your schedule kind of lined up. If you want to schedule any team meetings with your account manager or the other staffers here that you tend to interact with, make sure you reach out so we can get those scheduled. We do live in Tucson. This is the desert, so apply sunblock and drink water often. Like we say here, it's the desert, yo. You got to make sure that you're staying attuned to that. It's just something that we want to remind people about every year. Bring business cards and note-taking materials with you. We recommend doing that so that you can network and get the information to everybody you want to. Spring is an amazing time here in Tucson. That's definitely why we schedule it when we do. So dress light, but when the sun goes down, it does tend to get a little bit chilly, so bring layers just to be safe. Contact your account manager with any questions, and of course, be ready to have fun. So here's some common questions that we've got answers for right away. Is there Wi-Fi on site? Yes, we'll have Wi-Fi available, and information about how to access it will be there when everyone arrives. There is no dress code. Wear whatever is comfortable for you. Business casual is fine. For the closing party, dress as you would for any party. We've got kind of a Western theme going on, so if you want to dress up, you can. But otherwise, just dress up in your whatever makes comfortable for you. We recommend bringing a computer. In most cases, there will not be computers provided during the session, so if you want to follow along or take notes, if you use your computer as a note-taking tool, then please keep doing that. We recommend a laptop or a tablet to help with that. And then, is there transportation from the airport? Yes, but it's by reservation. So visit the transportation page on the Summit website for full details and discounted rates. So keep all that in mind. And that's all we have prepared for you today. We can move on to the questions.
We have one question so far from Rice that just asked about you download the app and doesn't see Thursday events on there. The simple answer to that is Thursday is primarily for team meetings. There's no sessions or anything scheduled on there, so that'll be specific to your schedule. So you won't see that in the app.
Yeah, just Thursday is kind of another open day, kind of similar to Sunday, where if you've got team meetings scheduled, great. Otherwise, we encourage you to kind of explore Tucson or follow up on any notes that you might have taken earlier in the week.
Let's see. Becky asks, is Uber available from the hotel to Tucson surrounding area? Tucson, our Uber does pick up at the Tucson airport.
No, it does not.
It does not.
So Uber is not allowed at TIA, the Tucson International Airport, but it does, it is in the rest of town. But it's pretty easy to get a cab from TIA, but don't come in an Uber.
Right, but once you were at your hotel, whether it's at the Marriott or anywhere else, then Uber's fully inbounds. So yeah, it's just that first leg of the trip there where Uber's not allowed.
Jill asked, is there any chance the app will allow us to enter our email like the Summit website to build their own schedule through the app? You won't need to enter your email just by adding sessions to clicking the Add to My Sessions button at the top of an individual session description on the app. That'll add it into your favorite section, and you can just check that by clicking the bottom middle tab. And then if you would like a reminder for that, just click the reminder button at the top of the session description. That'll add it to your calendar. That's the full functionality for scheduling within the app.
Yeah, just having the app on your phone is essentially entering your email. It's personalized to you, once it's downloaded to your phone.
Gotcha. If you did already build your schedule through the website, you will just have to re-add it into the app. It isn't linked via email currently.
We'll add that on the wish list for next year. Maybe. All right, any other questions? Okay, cool. Well, hopefully we've got a whole bunch of veterans and everybody's excited and is ready to come on out and see us. We are super excited to have everybody. So, like we said earlier, feel free to reach out Nate with any questions specific to the app. But if you have other questions about the summit, just reach out to your account manager or use the contact form on simpleviewinc.com. Use the user forum. All the normal ways you reach out to us. We're super excited to answer any questions you might have, and of course see everyone when they come out. So thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll see you soon.